Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your February 2018 reading, and this is Camille, your fellow Gemini rising, here from Millennial Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me again, and just thank you so much on the incredible outpouring of love and support for my last Gemini video. It was a little bit rough, but I hope that you are in a better place now. I hope that we are all in a better place now. I hope that your January was fantastic and beautiful and awesome, and I'm so glad to be with you guys here again. You guys are absolutely my favorite. I shouldn't have favorites, right? I should love all the 12 signs equally, but I don't. I love us. Alright, I'm going to go straight into the reading. Just a little plug that I'm still doing my $5 readings, so hit me up below. I'll leave everything like email and stuff below, and we could just have a conversation about what you need and all that stuff. I'm also very excited to announce that I finally got my stuff together, and I got another oracle deck like I promised you last year. So I'm using the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild, and I'm going to pull that right at the end for just like a lasting, message, the one last thing, the last takeaway for whatever this reading is going to be. So I'm going to go within, and I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to see what is up for you guys this beautiful month of Valentine's Day. So, what is on the horizon for Gemini? What can Geminis expect? February 2018. Gemini. Wait, one more. Alright, let's see what's coming up. Oh no. Okay. So, we're going to take a little bit of the hit here in the beginning. So let's see what's coming up. We have the dreaded, terrible, awful Ten of Swords. But that's in the past. And then we have presently, Page of Swords. And then we have King of Pentacles. Alright, so what I'm feeling is that it has been an information-heavy time for you, for everybody. And I'm getting that the information that you've received, whatever you've been thinking about a situation, whatever you have told other people is going to be the nexus for your emotional well-being in this month. So, now that we look at it that way, we know that it's just what's going on the outside and how we're projecting and how we're seeing it. We can see that difficult card a little bit easier now, and we can move forward in knowing that we're going to be the King of Pentacles. But so let's talk about the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, that is the penultimate, heartbreak, and that is feeling backstabbed, and that is, if we take swords to mean what is going on in our mind at all times, and what are we thinking, what are we projecting, that is the ultimate doom, anxiety, depression, and upsettedness. So I know where we were. I know where we were in January because that was a very interesting reading, emotional reading, and I know where we were. And so I understand that this past position of the Ten of Swords is over and circulated around that time of New Year's and January. So I get that the emotional strife that we were going through at that time was very difficult, and it's still lingering. Of course, it just was a few weeks ago. It could be very fresh. For relationships, this card means to me that someone was not who you thought they were. I do not predict this or see this as someone actually deceiving you, although I'm sure that could be the case for most Geminis. I'm getting that they just did not, they didn't seem like who they were, and it was the ultimate disappointment to have to let that person go or to let that relationship go. So I'm getting that. The thoughts that we were thinking about it were very self-blame heavy. So a lot of Geminis are going through a time of maybe guilt, could be going through a time of, why does this keep happening to me? I think we spoke about that last time. Could be going through a time of feeling like you are the victim of your surroundings and therefore thinking that there's something wrong with you, to have been attracting these surroundings. But the Ten of Swords is very, in the past mission as well, is very fortunate, because the 10 means that we've reached the end of that heartbreak, and that something else new is going to be started in its place. And it also represents that it's not necessarily, you know, the world is over, you know? The way that you're thinking about it like, oh, you know, I don't want to curse, but whatever, oh, fuck! Like, this is happening, you know, thinking very doomy, gloomy, thoughts about it, a lot of anxiety and depression coming up around it, just because the way that I feel now is very anxiety, but not in a sad, like, anxious, panicky way, more like in a, oh my god, could we hurry up and get through this, like, you know, like Geminis do, always on to the next. And it does not surprise me that in the present position is us. I take that to mean us, wielding our sword, and we are the swords, right? We are the air sign. We are Gemini, Aquarius, and here I go, always forgetting the third air sign, Libra. So this is us wielding a new type of thought process, wielding some new information, wielding, I don't want to say secrets, but for sure you could be coming out with a secret to someone else and you feel absolved and you feel better, or someone could be telling you a secret where you're like, I didn't see the situation that way at all, like, I can't believe this is happening. So there's a complete flip happening here in a situation that was troubling you, and you were thinking about it this way, and the person was disappointing for you, and the situation didn't work out the way you want. The job, the person, the health, the finances, everything about it. You were just thinking about it in a really, really doomsday type of way. Some of it, you know, was warranted. When we go through disappointments, of course, it's hard not to just go there and be negative with it. But it was too much, and there was a little bit too much emphasis on the negativity. And I get that in February, or towards the end of January, when I'm filming this and when you could possibly be watching it, that flips the script. So this is like a flip the script February. That's what I'm going to name it. Flip the script. A script is being flipped. And the narrative that we were telling ourselves, a negative narrative, why are they like this? Why am I like this? Why does this keep happening? They suck, you know, revenge, all that stuff. It's going to get turned on its head because of some new information coming in, because of it could be information coming from another person, which I do think it is. Something or someone is coming in to clear up whatever that situation was, and you won't see it as bad anymore. You won't see it like that anymore. Someone's coming in with information about that. You're reading something. You're connecting dots. You're hanging out with person A, and by hanging out with person A, you realize that person C was going through something. You're just learning something, and you're able to look at the situation differently and from a way more positive mindset. And the Page of Swords being a page to me, you know, one step removed a little from, you know, like the Fool and the beginning of a journey. I get that when the flip is scripted, when the script is flipped, that you are feeling so much better. You're feeling so much more empowered. You're feeling like you can begin again, either with the person or the situation that you thought was bad, or at least you are leaving what was bad behind and moving forward way more empowered into your next journey, into your next step, into your next desire. Right into the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is so unbothered. Look at his face. He's just like, And he is surrounded by lush richness, and he's surrounded by material wealth. He is clothed in the finest robes, and he has his crown, and he's surrounded by greenery and nature, and pentacles always remind me of nature. This could be healing coming through taking a walk in the park, or going hiking, or being in nature and being one with that aspect. So that's a random thing that just came in for me. If that makes sense for you, then yeah. And, you know, more apropos is that the information that we got, that we feel more empowered now, the person that we're with, the person that we are now, having gone through the darkness that was December and maybe a little bit of January, sees us now feeling way more enriched, way more empowered, for sure unbothered. And the King of Pentacles is a slower king. And, you know, as opposed to the King of Wands or the King of Cups, who are on the move. the King of Pentacles is sitting, and he is receptive, and he is passive in a very strengthening way. Not like passive, I want to let anything happen, but passive like, you can come to me now, right? You can come to me. I'm not going to be out here, you know, wondering what's going on or why this, why that. The flip has been scripted. I need to stop saying that. The script has been flipped. You got some new information. You got some new clarity, and you're feeling calm. You're feeling at peace. The people, the players in the situation that was upsetting are in a situation where it is on them to come to you. It is on them to come talk to you. Whatever situation that fell apart, it is on the universe to now give back to you what you have lost. So the King of Pentacles is an empowered guy just sitting on his throne, surrounded by wealth, surrounded by, you know, maybe the new information that you received has allowed you to let off yourself in a way that you feel like you can enjoy life again. That's certainly it. When we go through like heartbreaks, it's hard to like focus on anything else but the heartbreak. But whatever the information was coming in, you're like, I don't have to deal with the heartbreak anymore. Dang, I forgot that I have a really great bed. I got some great wine. I can watch these TV shows now. That's the King of Pentacles. And he's receptive. So something is coming in towards you, and information is coming in towards you. It's going to change how you feel about a situation. It's going to change you. And you're going to feel way more empowered, way more receptive, way more enriched, way more in good fortune in this month of February. Flipping the script February. That's what's happening for Geminis. I'm going to go in and pull a card from the Aqua Oracle deck. I don't feel the need to pull any more cards for this reading. You know, sometimes it just comes in strong. And I feel like this, knowing what we went through, just because I remember that video, that January video so profoundly, I feel like this is the clarity that you need to know that everything's going to be okay. So I'm going to pull from the Aqua Oracle. What is one last thing I should impart to my fellow lovely Geminis about this beautiful renewal that is happening in the month of February? They're feeling so much better. It's Feel Better February. Maybe I should name the video that. All right. Medicine of the Divine Mother. Choose your divine medicine to feel grounded and peaceful. Your morning walk, daily prayer, or yoga class. Your time to dance each evening, or meditate, to do an oracle card reading, or to sit quietly with a cup of tea and reflect upon what you are grateful for in that moment. Simple daily routines, done with awareness, allow you to feel my love for you. So this is the universe talking to you. That's the cards. The cards are like God is like speaking to you. So that God is speaking to me through the card, through me, and through the computer to you. So the medicine of the Divine Mother. And how fitting is this? Because when we think about pentacles, pentacles are the ins and outs of life. Pentacle is the mundane routine. Pentacle is waking up, what have I had to do today? It encompasses all those smaller, more nuanced parts of life. And this card and the universe is telling you to take that, not to take it for granted, obviously, but really take that time and be in each moment. You know, I was speaking flippantly and hilariously about, you know, you're able to enjoy what is around you now, whether that is your bed, whether that is catching up on TV, whether that is wine, or like the card said, whether that's really throwing yourself into a routine, which is, that will feed you, something that will get this off of your mind. It'll be off of your mind and you'll feel clearer, but it might still be lingering, and you might feel the need to take care of yourself more so that something like this doesn't throw you off your game as much as it may have. And that does look like yoga to me. That does look like prayer and oracle cards and watching videos like these, and knowing that the simplicity of doing those things is going to add up over time, and you will feel fortified, and you will feel strong, and you will feel empowered, just like the King of Pentacles. So, Gemini, this is the picture that went along with it. That was my reading for you this February 2018. I hope that I do see you again for your March reading to see what's going on in our lives, see what's going on. And I hope that you have a fabulous day wherever and whenever you are watching this. Did I say that? Wherever? Wherever and whenever. It's all good. It's all good now. All right. I love you guys. I will see you in a month.